For a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. Tackled after picking up the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the rush.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. On the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first, and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
On the option. He'll toss it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Eaton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often.
He's got it all right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Buffaloes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw it again. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to hit inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're trying to get to it. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback will audible. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short, using his legs to buy some time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dog!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Forced out of the pocket. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Gets it out fast. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide out in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
The hand to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Rides to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Dogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the quarter with the score, Georgia 17, Colorado 3.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. It's complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's back to throw on second down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to pass on second down. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up the big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off the spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Here comes the hurry up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just...
And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Getting some heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Buffaloes have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jamison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Crosses to 30. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looking to scramble. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Slings it downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Dances away to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more.
He makes the catch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Buying some time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Direct snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they'll line up for the field goal to try to tack a little onto the lead. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're...
Snags it on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Got his man. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He had no time left. No choice. Had to get it done, and he does. And they're a conversion away from a W.
How about the late execution to score on the last play? This crowd is going nuts. A PAT away from leaving this stadium all jacked up.
And it is good, and they win it by one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice,